Hello, in this video I wanted to go over some strategies on brainstorming and kind of go over how to do it. So pre-writing can be pretty challenging for some of us. Looking at a blank page is kind of like hitting a brick wall sometimes. The good news is there's this little trick called brainstorming. It's a way to generate your ideas, and it actually makes pre-writing easier. It forces you to use that creative part of your brain and think of things you wouldn't normally think of if you just started writing. It's also going to help you organize your ideas a lot better than if you were to just take off and start writing your essay. One of the first strategies that some people like to use is called free association. And simply put, this is just a process of linking ideas to other ideas. There's no structure or requirement for each idea. If you think back to like the old school idea of a patient visiting a psychologist, and they say a word and the patient's supposed to think of a word that's related to that word, that's kind of what free association is. It's just connecting your thoughts to other related ideas, and it may be a good idea, it may be a bad idea, but the point is you keep on rolling through those ideas and hopefully you get something that works for your essay. The next strategy, and this one's probably my preferred strategy, is to read and watch other articles and videos. Now, before I get into depth about this, I want to make one thing clear. This is not a ticket to plagiarize. Plagiarism would be taking somebody else's idea and using it as your own. What you're doing with this is, say that you're trying to figure out what you should put in your article. Well, maybe go read some other articles and see what other people put. You're not going to copy it word for word, but you might notice like something they brought up or a point they made that really kind of matches up with something you could do in your essay. Then that's fine. You should copy their style. You're not copying their words. So you might go to reviews, and actually sometimes articles will have like a discussion board underneath them. There are tons of good ideas in discussion boards. When you read those comments that other people bring up, they're bringing up points, and points are ideas. So if you have an article from your research, maybe read some of those discussions and you might get some ideas on what you can put in your own article. It also is worth mentioning that YouTube is a great source, and if you have access to YouTube and there are videos out there about your topic, watch those videos. Take a break for 5 minutes, watch a video, go back to brainstorming, and you're probably going to think of some things that you weren't thinking of before. The next strategy is mind mapping. And you've probably used a mind map sometime in your education. They're usually called bubble maps. And basically you start with a central idea in the center of it, and you think of more ideas and connect them to that central idea. And then you might think of other ideas and figure out how they connect to the other sub-ideas. And it keeps on going outwards until you've come up with like 30 or 40 ideas. Normally this is done in groups, so if you have people who are interested in helping you write your essay, siblings, friends, they could do a bubble map with you. The next strategy is 5 questions. This is probably something like if you absolutely can't think of anything and you're just starting out with your writing, ask yourself these 5 questions: who, what, when, where, and why. Once you have those created, then you can go from there and think of more connected ideas. But if you're just getting started, this one's a good place to start. And you can even keep on going over those 5 questions. So say you ask yourself the what question and it brings up a topic, then you can do who, what, when, where, why on that idea. And you can keep using those 5 questions to come up with more information. Hopefully you've picked up a few good points from this, and it will help you get started with writing your own article.